Hello, this is Fire, and it's time to do some more nonsense. So it's second episode of this character deep dive. Last time we did a burn deck, so all the cards that we used there we cannot use this time. Um, I will mention any when I don't take them because I'm avoiding them for that reason. But since we went burn, we probably will not have that much overlap this time. So we have a few options. One thing I kind of want to do, what's the name of it? Occult Ritual. I kind of want to go in on Occult Ritual and play a sort of very dirtily turtling list that tries to win with just our Occult Ritual. So we're also going to want to set up an amount of shock. I think we probably want, trying to think what shock card we probably want the least in other decks. Take Shocking Beam as our other thing. And I mentioned in the other video, no, I didn't mention. After the last video, thinking about it a bit more, looking at it a bit more, I think I have decided that I'm just not going to restrict mana cards at all because this is just going to be kind of unpleasant very quickly if I don't reuse mana cards as needed. So I'm just going to take the mana cards. I'm just going to take the ones that seem like they are the best choices and not worry over much about whether they are, whether I've used them before or not. I think we're going to do a Gambler's Focus, a Regular Focus, and a Mana Shield, so that brings us to 5 mana cards. We definitely need at least one good shield card. I still kind of want to save Heavy Stand for later. I think we take Soul Shields as our adept source as well. That's not super consistent adept, but... And then we want a way to actually get shield. Glacial Bulwark pairs pretty well with Soul Shield, I think. Trying to remember, did we use Restorative Shield? Yes, we did last time. So we don't have that. So we do Glacial Bulwark and Soul Shield as our defensive cards. We do have the ability, so we probably want, this seems like a good place to use Keen Contemplation because it will help draw us back into our Occult Ritual. Actually, thinking about that, I probably would rather have a Resolute Focus here. I don't think I want... Oh, I already added 2 Resolute Focuses. Duh. I probably want Reclamation, because that's another way to loop the Occult Ritual. And then I need something else. Do I just want to double up on something? I think 2 Soul Shields isn't awful, because that lets me just have a little bit more consistency on the Adept. It's that or a second Keen Contemplation. But Keen Contemplation is just a little bit... No, we'll try 2 Keen Contemplations and we'll see how it goes. So, because I'm not restricting mana cards, I'm just going to go ahead and add both of those so that I have them. We want to draw skills more than anything else. Let's look up skill. Okay, so we don't have that much in the way of ways to draw skills specifically. So, epic cards are tricky because there's not that many of them, and I don't want to waste them. I do kind of like Scramble here, potentially. I do like, trying to think what else I want to use up here. Renewing Ray is okay. I'm not sure we'll find another place that really needs it. Death of Glory is too risky. Ancestral Memory and Benevolent we're saving for. Final Strike we didn't end up using last time, and that's, again, just an okay card to just kind of have sitting around. Curse of Decrepitude is pretty good if we're playing a slower deck. And then Doom, I think, is fine as to have as a fallback. And Frenzied Rage is okay. And I think that's all we want here. I think we will leave the Lantern alone for now. So, mana cards. This is only ever going to be just 3 mana, but it is 3 mana with no downside. Cultivate is a mana card, but I'm going to treat it probably differently, maybe. Nah. It can just count as a mana card. No, it's not really a normal mana card. I'm going to count it separately than I do the others. Predator's Focus we take here. Trying to think what other mana cards we want. Runic Focus is a bit tricky to use. We don't have that many spells. I don't think we can afford to use Precarious Draught. I don't hate another... Well, another Resolute Focus might be a bit awkward. Maybe regular Focus would be okay. Sorry, I'm just trying to think. We might be able to get away with Precarious Draught. So we need access to a little bit of draw, a little bit of shield. Actually, you know what we want here? We're going to run Reforge. And that's going to let us get rid of cards that we don't want. And we're going to use that to trim down to ideally just the key pieces. Because I'm curious to see how that will go. So other defensive cards, we'll just take that just because to get rid of it. That seems okay to just get rid of it, potentially. I think that seems okay. We did Mind Shield last time, I want to say. Yeah. Invest may be okay here. Channel Blast may actually be okay here because we are playing a slower deck. Spirit Helmet. Blazing Ritual is mana. Exsanguinate as a healing source. Oh, we took Exsanguinate last time. Oh, Hex. We want Hex because that is Arcane Weakness. And we don't necessarily have spells to put before this, or else we'd take this. We may put it in the deck and just see if it ends up working out. That's just, okay, damage, I guess. We'll try Voodoo Blast. We probably do want more Keen Contemplations. And we can't take them in other decks later, so we may as well. What else might we want? Go ahead and put Soul Shield in case we end up needing more. Because again, and Glacial Plating. Because again, you know, if we're already locking them out of other runs, we may as well potentially run multiple. Trying to think. I don't hate just adding a Mana Shield. What other spells are there that we could have? Absorb Soul, sure, just as damage. I don't think I want to burn Smite yet. I don't think Sublime Blast makes sense here. We'll go ahead and add in the other increasing spell just for fun. Actually, this may be the one where we use Reclamation is definitely worthwhile. And then we probably add Regrowth, and it's possible that we just, if the deck is going okay, we don't take it. So there's our deck sorted. here's what we've purchased. And let's see how it goes. Alright, so this doesn't do anything for us because we don't have strikes. This seems okay though. We only really care about the number of elites because, again, like I'm just trying to save our monster cards as much as possible. So obviously upgrading Occult Ritual first is the priority. I forget that that gives Adept. I should have played that first. Yeah, okay with doing that. So we do get to draw quite a few cards here. Alright, we still have Adept. I wanted to save Soul Shield because I just didn't think we had, I wasn't thinking that we would have Adept, but we totally do. Do that. So we're going to Occult Ritual, and then Reclamation. If we do this, we won't be able to do everything we want. Let's just keep setting for Adept and then just freeze ourselves because we're fine with that. And then it's shocked, so we'll take 15 damage from each explosion. And there we go. Do we want a second Soul Shield? We'll take that as a heal option. This unfortunately will not count for our Occult Ritual, but it will count for the Shocking Beam and the other thing. So the Max Frost I don't care about because if we freeze ourselves with Glacial Bulwark, we don't care really. Reclamation. We can now draw exactly Occult Ritual. Oh, I should have focused on that one. It'll be fine. We can try and blow up the Wisp. Yeah, unfortunately we can't play any of that. So I think the first thing we do is we set up Tough and Sturdy and Adept and go boom. Then kill that. And just do that to save it for next turn. Play that to get access to Adept. I think this kills. It either kills or comes close. Okay, it kills outright. Okay. That heals us. Yeah, we are in depth 3. It's just that the Wisps have changed again. Escalating Onslaught I'm fine taking because it's a fairly rare card because it can only show up in depth 1 against Assault Wisps, and Assault Wisps always show up with other things, and so there's a decent chance we just wouldn't see it again. It's actually kind of okay that we got Burn the Shocked there. Alright. That is not lethal. We may just Bulwark. We kind of need to get this played though. Even though it's not going to do anything. But I think playing Bulwark is pretty important too. But yeah, this is why we need to upgrade the focus so that it does more. Or the, not the focus, the other thing. So that's pretty nice. I don't think we want to risk playing the other thing and potentially shocking ourselves. So we can... It doesn't apply enough shock. We can Keen Contemplation, and then Occult Ritual, and then Glacial Bulwark. Yeah, I said the plan was to use the Reforge, but it's just I haven't found a good opportunity for it, it feels. That was very risky, I guess, because I could have accidentally frozen myself. There's that. Oops. That was not very smart at all. Oh, I am bad at sequencing. If you need me, I will be over here just completely punting the run. On purpose. That seems okay. Spirit Helmet seems okay. I think we just take this. Conductive Bolt we will save for later. I think we reforge one of the Resolute Focuses because they just keep being kind of awkward. And then we're going to do that. Just play that and end turn. Alright. Poison isn't terribly friendly. Let's do that. And do that. See how much that gives me. Nice. So if I want to set this up, I might not. I might just want to see if we Keen Contemplation. I can do this, and then yeah. Keen Contemplation again. Alright, so that does apply a shocked. And then I like just setting to another Arcane Weakness. Alright, this turn is going to be slightly painful. I think we convert the Escalating Onslaught because I don't think we're playing it this fight. Okay, that's kind of what I was hoping to see. So rude. You get so close to lethal, and yet so far. So we just need one more Arcane Explosion if we win. Does this kill? It does. I'm trying to think. If we play this, because if we can draw exactly the Absorb Soul, that gets us more health. Like so. Alright. Do we just take... I think we take the Scramble, because that's going to let us get rid of potentially the thing that we have that we don't care about. I think we take the Witty Charm just for the extra draw. We are definitely upgrading the Occult Ritual, because otherwise, because that just helps a ton. And I think we can get the Shocking Beam now that we have the Scramble. Let me just add Shocking Beam to our list so that I do not forget. Can go to an event. Just get more energy. Because I don't love, I didn't love either of the other items, and this just gets us more items. Okay, so we can set up Arcane. Contemplation. No, that's quite what I wanted. I think we just set up Sturdy and Tough and do that, which heals us a little bit. Scrambling them seems very risky. Because scrambling would change the action to the double attack. But it does. I don't want to play this because it burns up the... The escalating onslaught is a little awkward because it takes away our shock. So. The question is, do I play the Reforge or do I play these two? I think I just play that. And then I think I just transformed the Keen Contemplation, actually. Okay, so we get to... We can play that first, so we can Cult Ritual. And then Reclamation. And then set up Arcane for next turn. Which means... Do that. That should be lethal. Yeah. Okay. Toughen would be very good here, but we don't have a way to use the Mighty. I think we take the Keen Contemplation. I think we may remove the Escalating Onslaught because it eats our shock. Yeah, I think that has to happen. As much as I kind of regret now having wasted that, but I think it's fine. It'll be fine. I think we'd rather fight the one enemy. Okay, so we definitely need to set up Adept first. So this immediately makes it attack us, but it prevents it from setting up Mighty. And we have Tough. So. Alright, so that conveniently takes away that. I don't think I want to Reclamation anything here. Unless I want to Reclamation the Absorbed Soul. This does heal. Because of the shock. I can play that and then pass turn. We take the damage. Obviously, bleeding out damage isn't ideal, but that is lethal, and it gives us a bit of healing. Upgrade? Upgrade. I don't hate having other Hex. And what did it, so I already upgraded the Arcane Ritual, obviously. That doesn't seem like the worst. That seems very good, though. And then that seems like it solves potentially a lot of our problems. And we'll rest going into this fight just because it can be a tricky fight. We will remove... Maybe we won't. There's nothing here that I really just want to remove. The Reforge is kind of borderline, but I do like having the ability to trim stuff as needed. This is just going to roll the dice on all of them. But it is also going to give us a bunch of growth, which is fun. Trying to think how we best use the Adept. Or so, because this gets us the adept, so we can do this. I want to get to exact 0, but I also want to play the occult ritual and the hex. I don't think that works out, unfortunately. I think we just pass turn, I guess. We may need to upgrade mana after this. Definitely think we take a mana card if it's offered. So this Purity is annoying. Oh, we can Reclamation. That's nice. Question is, do we reforge the Absorbed Soul? I think we do, because that lets us do this, which seems fun. So I don't know if the transform bug is still in the game. Transform bug being that permanent upgrades if you do things. Let's just pass turn. We are going to get exploded slightly here, which is very annoying because it means that we get one less mana. Just because of how that worked out. Go ahead and get Adept set up again. Oh, Adept was set up. We're just weak. That's what's going on. You are gone. I don't really think I need to change any of these actions, and this lets me do this, which is pretty nice. It's very, very rude what they're doing to me. I kind of want to reforge the Glacial Bulwark. I think playing this first is the most important. Yeah, I think I'm fine with reforging the Glacial Bulwark. Get dunked on. And then, shot again. And we are at max growth, which is nice. Actually, I'm fine doing that. So yeah, the nice thing about Arcane Explosions is they mean that we are able to pretty well control these jerks. You're just going to explode a bunch. How do you feel about that? I don't think it was a fan. Alright. So yeah, that went very well. Curse of Decrepitude is okay. I think we reroll and hope to find mana. No luck on finding mana. Do we just take another Reclamation? That seems okay. I don't think we want to take that necessarily, but it's not bad. Oh, that's actually pretty good, because that'll help out. And then we upgrade the other hex. And I think we don't I don't think we remove anything yet. So we just, again, want just kind of the most upgrades possible, or the most elites possible, which means that we're going to go through both of those. And then I think we go through, yeah, I think we go through here. I think is that better than 2 events? No, I think we'll go through 2 events. And we can Reclamation. And we can Reclamation the Reclamation, because we are very serious people. We can do that. don't love that, but I do like this. Really out for blood on this one, aren't they? Do we just go ahead and loop it again? Yeah, of course we do. Results in us taking a bit of damage, but just transform that. Absolutely redoing this. And then setting up the loop again. This is legal or close to it. Alright. Absolutely, we would love some more mana. Discard 3 if we do draw 5. Starting adept rank. Starting adept rank lets us... doesn't let us cut anything. I think we take this over that. And then I think we just go through the events. Yeah. Okay, they were pretty meh events, but what are you gonna do? Give me a second. Okay, so trying to figure out the best way to do everything I want to do. I think it's by doing, as awkward as it feels, doing this so that I can reclamation. No, I think I'm gonna do the thing I did where I reclamation those two. The alright, so now this. We definitely aren't going to scramble because that would make them do a summon this turn, which we do not want. If we just discard everything, we get to draw a bunch of mana. That seems okay. And I think we want to get rid of this Glacial Bulwark because I don't think we need it. And that will draw us into, yeah, a bit more mana. So the plan is to stop at least one of them from summoning. Which... So this does... So I thought they were going to summon now, but I wasn't paying attention. This would force the summon, which is... not really the best thing. I think we do this. I think we convert that. Okay. Oh, that is not quite enough. But that will be. So the Absorbed Soul we keep not playing. So the reason to focus the back one, or sorry, the front one, is because this one still has the ability to summon, because it hasn't summoned yet. And this one's going to die this turn, because that is several... Oh. Now it's going to die. That is several explosions. And then I think we just take the mana. Do we need plated this turn? No. I'm gonna do this into reclamation. Into that. And then we take some damage and we get shocked, which is unfortunate. But what are you gonna do? Was that the smartest thing I could have done? Of course it was. I would never do something that wasn't the smartest thing I could have done. Don't be silly. Alright, we take some damage. But I think the absorb soul probably goes. Just setting up for later. And now, okay, cool. There's the thing we were looking for. That. Reclamation it. And freeze ourselves, because we don't care. Poppity pop. Reclamation. This is guaranteed to draw us that. Nice. Absolutely, we take the mana. Imbued Robe is actually not that good. And this is definitely not good, so I think we take that. We upgrade. Just upgrading for more mana is always nice. I think mana is kind of our problem. And then I think we cut the Absorb Soul, because it's just always a little bit awkward. Huh. Yeah, that's curious if it'll actually give me... It does. Well, that's odd. I think we reforge the focus here. I do find it kind of funny to just reclamate the... And then the reclamation on top, so I kind of want reclamation for next turn. Okay. So we're going to get exploded. Oh, we evaded one of those. That's nice. Doesn't do a ton, but it's something. Alright, so we definitely need to adapt. And then we're going to pop the Arcane Ring on both of those. And I'm once again going to do this thing where I don't get the full value out of focus so that I can ensure that I set up stuff. I think I have to pitch stuff to find mana. And oddly enough, I think I actually pitched the Gambler's Focus because I do want to play the Glacial Bulwark. Can I still... No. So... I think we're going to try and focus on this because that's going to take away a bunch of those powerful stacks, which is very convenient for us, and we just set up plated, which also helps. We lose some of it, but... I think we have to keep focusing on the front one. Just because the front one has so much health. Pop, pop, pop. And then... Oh, we don't have adapt. Now we do. Let's tag... Does this kill you? No, probably not. Well, it might. That's going to be 30. Okay, that's a kill. We take kills. Those make us happy. That's probably not a kill, but that should be. Gonna use that and that. Alright. I think absorb element is okay. It does mean that we want to cut the other thing we have. I think we take this and then we cut the gambler's focus. And I started there. Oh, I should have played that. I wasn't thinking. Okay, so, oh, I suppose this also doesn't work great with the other thing we have, but, so we need to upgrade the focuses so that they work with the hexes. So I'm drawing exactly those things. What do I not want to play? I do kind of like scrambling. And then I pitch hand. This does get me fatigue, but that seems okay. So I do want to scramble again to skip this summon if I can. I cannot. This is just an awful turn. Yeah, okay, I played that very poorly. So I think scrambling here actually makes sense because, hear me out, that forces... Oh, we're not actually shocked. These guys are just hitting crazy hard. I thought we were shocked. We are not. That's awkward. So we want to punt you. We're definitely setting that up. Yeah, this is not the first time that I have just died hard to this fight because I underestimated it. The fact that we are bleeding isn't great. Can I kill you with this? I need to hit. I think I have to try. Okay. Because that reduces the amount of whatever we're dealing with. I think I have to crude plating. I think I have to do this because... No, I have to do this because that takes away the critical. I have to play that because that's going to get me a little bit more shield. I may still be dead. Am I still? I'm just dead. Well, that was short. I miscalculated. Whoops. Okay, well that was short. Awkward. Yeah, I could have managed it. I definitely fumbled that Alpha Silica fight. The Alpha Silica fight, I keep underestimating how much damage that outputs if you don't handle it correctly. Whoops. Let me print screen that so I have it for later. Bye.